Coming up, we're talking Donny Schatz returning to the Chili Bowl, some Silver Crown full-timers, the dirt late model off-season, and past Chili Bowl races. Let's go. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Welcome into Dirt Tracker Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. One of the recent additions to the Chili Bowl entry list is a driver with a ton of success in open wheel racing, but not really at the Chili Bowl. After sitting out the 2021 event, 10-time World of Outlaws champion Donny Schatz is headed to Tulsa next week. He'll be driving a car owned by Mike Curb and owner of Spike Chassis, Mark Cooper. The car will feature Schatz's famous number 15 with support from Sage Fruit and CarQuest. Schatz has previously run the Chili Bowl 3 times in 2017, 2018, and 2020. He's appeared in all 3 prelim night features with a best finish of 8th. His best Saturday result was a 7th in a B-main back in his debut year of 2017. You don't really think of midgets and non-wing stuff when it comes to Donny Schatz, but his talent and experience behind the wheel is completely unmatched, and a strong run next week is very much in play. He joins a few other full-time World of Outlaws guys that will be in the building, including Brad Sweet, David Gravel, Casey Kane, and Spencer Baston. Through the years, a lot of World of Outlaws drivers have competed in the Chili Bowl, but only 2 guys have won both a Chili Bowl and a World of Outlaws championship. They are Sammy Swindell and Dave Blaney. Sammy famously has 5 Chili Bowl wins, while Dave Blaney won the event in 1993. Not that I think that Donny Schatz is going to win the Chili Bowl, but with everything else he's done in his career, if he did win, I don't think I'd be really surprised about it. I mentioned last week that I had gotten all of the Saturday features for the Chili Bowl added to the analytics section of DirtTracker.com, and I've just started diving into some of the stats. My own history with the event really only goes back to 2016 when I started kind of paying attention because of some of my World Racing Group coworkers. I was vaguely aware of the event before that, but Brian Dunlap, who owns 2 cars with his dad Mike, and Video Guy, and my Open Red co-host in the past, Ross Weiss, got me interested in the event. I've since been twice, in 2017 when we got Ross a ride with Johnny Murdoch, and then I went again in 2018. But beyond that, my historical knowledge of the event has been pretty minimal. That wasn't until going through all of these kind of past race results in the last couple of weeks. In the 35 years of Chili Bowl features, we've had 21 different winners, and only 8 guys have won it more than once. Sammy Swindell leads the way with 5 victories, as I mentioned before, and Kevin Swindell is second with 4. Christopher Bell has 3, and Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson, Rico Abreu, Corey Kruisman, and Dan Borse all have 2. Billy Boat, Damian Gardner, Donnie Beechler, Andy Hillenberg, Tim McCready, Dave Blaney, Tracy Hines, Leland McSpadden, John Heidenreich, Brian Clausen, Scott Hatton, Jay Drake, and Rich Vogler all have 1 win apiece. Sammy has the most Saturday feature appearances with 25. Jerry Coons Jr. is second with 18. Sammy also leads in top 5s with 14 and top 10s with 17. With the analytics section, I've mostly focused on recent racing. 1, because that's kind of what I want to talk about with the show and some of the stuff I do. And 2, kind of that's what we really have good data on. But it's pretty neat now with the older races to see names like Rich Vogler, Doug Wolfgang, Ron Schumann, Jack Hewitt, and Steve Kinzer in the Dirt Tracker database. After entering a bunch of these races, the one feature I really wanted to go track down and watch was the 2002 edition of the event. It was the first of Tony Stewart's 2 victories, and the race featured 8 lead changes, with 7 of them happening between Stewart and Kevin Doty in the final 17 laps of the race. It was the classic high-low battle with Stewart right around the bottom and Doty working the middle to the top of the track. And what the results don't really show you is that Corey Kruisman was right in the thick of it as well, and Doty just nipped him at the line to finish second. In his post-race interview, Stewart sounded very much like Kyle Larson did after Larson won his first Chili Bowl in 2020. Stewart said, quote, "I like winning Winston Cup races, and I hope Joe Gibbs doesn't take this personally, but this kicks ass," unquote. Definitely very much sounding like Larson there. It was also the 3rd event win for Keith Coons to go along with wins in 1994 with Andy Hillenberg and the year before Stewart's win in 2001 with Jay Drake. At this moment, Coons has racked up 8 total wins inside the Tulsa Expo as a car runner. These are just a few examples of the information you can find at DirtTracker.com for the Chili Bowl. If you've been tuned into this event for a long time, drop me a comment. Let me know what your favorite year was. Maybe a particularly good battle or a significant win. We'll continue talking about the Chili Bowl all week as the event draws in. The start of the 2022 Silver Crown Series is still a ways off, but we've added 2 more full-time names in the past day or two. First, Brian Tyler will try and capitalize on the success he had in 2021 and parlay that into a championship this season. His 201 career starts are tied for the most all-time, and he's third all-time in wins with 18. In 2021, he made 3 starts and picked up 2 podium results with a win at DuQuoin and a third late in the year at Toledo. His win at DuQuoin came after early leader Cody Swanson had trouble, and Tyler held off Logan Seavey and Jake Swanson through the second half of the 100-lapper. He's contesting his first full season since 2013 and is partnering with BCR Group out of Ohio to make it happen at all 11 events. He'll be joined by another veteran driver, Shane Cockrum, in chasing that championship. By day, Cockrum is the Benton, Illinois fire chief, but come the weekend, he's been known to show up at a dirt track or two. In 2021, he was a Silver Crown winner at Williams Grove, leading 28 laps and topping Shane Cottle and Chris Wyndham. Cochran will won the full schedule for BLS Motorsports after running 6 dirt events in 2021 with the team. The Silver Crown Series kicks off the year on May 1st at the Terre Haute Action Track. The Dirt Late Model Silly season has been pretty quiet this year, but I did see yesterday, or actually not yesterday, within the last few days, I did the research yesterday, but that Cade Dillard will be running a new chassis this season. After being an MB Customs driver in the past, Dillard is switching to Black Diamond, with the chassis builder posting photos of Dillard's new ride to Facebook in recent days. Dillard is headed out to Vado to compete at the Wild West Shootout, and from what I can gather, he's going to focus on regional racing in 2022 and not rejoin a series. He'd been a regular with the World of Outlaws, but dropped off in 2021 over status issues when he needed to attend a function with his daughter. Become a pretty serious contender with the Outlaws, grabbing 4 wins, 28 top 5s, and 56 top 10s over his past 118 starts with the series. He finished 3rd in the standings in 2020 behind Brandon Shepard and Ricky Weiss. Dillard will also compete in a modified at Vado in a chassis he built himself. I saw some people wondering too if he might be now the Black Diamond house driver, but that doesn't appear to be the case. It just seems like he's gotten himself a Black Diamond chassis and that's it. The Wild West Shootout gets underway on Saturday. Like I said, we'll have more on that later in the week. The only thing on the streaming schedule today is Flow Racing 24/7. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope you have a good Tuesday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.